Hey, how's it going? Nat here. Let's see what's making news. Brazil's Supreme Court has banned Elon Musk's social media platform X after it refused to follow local laws to remove misinformation. Kushi found out what's going on.
If you tried to log into X in Brazil today, well, you couldn't, because it's just been banned.
Yep, the social media platform formerly known as Twitter has found itself in a bit of hot water with the Brazilian Supreme Court.
You see, last month it was asked to remove a bunch of accounts and content from the platform for allegedly spreading political misinformation and disinformation.
But X refused to do it. Now, after missing a deadline to appoint a legal representative to the court proceedings, Brazil's Supreme Court voted to ban the platform altogether and fine anyone trying to access it illegally more than $13,000 a day. It's a pretty massive blow to X because there are about 22 million users of it in the country. Elon Musk has called the ban illegal political censorship, but the Supreme Court says he's not above the law and will need to start following the rules soon if he wants the ban reversed.
The wild weather has slightly eased for most of Tasmania, but there are still big concerns about flooding. The River Derwent reached a new record flooding level of more than 8 metres, and lots of people have been told to evacuate. Thousands of homes and businesses across the state are still without power, and authorities are starting to assess the damage. Meanwhile, the cleanup is also underway in Victoria after winds yesterday have been likened to the strength of a Category 2 or 3 cyclone. It was a battle of the Aussies today at the US Open. Minaur and Jordan Thompson faced off for a spot in the quarterfinals, and in the end it was Minaur who took the win. Speaking of Aussies on the big stage, our mixed 4x100 metre medley relay team and Lauren Parker in the women's PTWC para triathlon both took home gold medals. Could your teachers one day be replaced by artificial intelligence? Well, one school in the UK is trialling just that. Here's Josh.
If a teacher ever stood at the front of your class and was like, okay, AI is going to do the class teaching now, what would you think of that?
It'd be cool and also have some downsides.
It can know a lot more than a normal teacher would know. The question I have is, how do they monitor the students?
Like a student could just break the robot and they'd all get to skip class, so...
Yeah, while this sounds like something from a sci-fi movie, it's kind of reality for the students at London's David Game College. They're trialling the UK's first teacherless classroom led by AI. Organisers say the AI can adjust the course based on what students are good at and not so good at to help them progress at their own pace, with coaches nearby to step in if the AI can't quite handle something. So what do you think of all this?
I'm not sure AI can really feel much like empathy. Some kids have a learning deficiency and it would be harder for AI to help those kids.
Teachers will lose their jobs.
It would be boring listening to the AI's plain voice over and over again telling you to do stuff.
They'll never be able to yell as loud as teachers can.
Now it's time to end the show on a high note. With these next stories. Yeah. First up to Perth, where Triple J hosts Abby and Tyrone decided to surprise 16-year-old singer-songwriter Maria Cassandra at her house.
Wait, no, you're actually kidding. Why are you right here?
There's only one rhyme reason that we are all the way here in Perth. Maria Cassandra, you've won Unearthed High!
This year's Unearthed High competition saw 1,100 entries from all over the country, and it was Maria's song Million Billion Trillion that helped her score the top spot.
Can I cry now?
Now it's time to get a move on to Switzerland for the Gestad Zuglett, aka the Cow Festival. It's a tradition that dates back at least 800 years, where farmers will bring their herds all the way from the Alps into town. And finally, to France, where the Olympics may be over, but the Olympic rings are still on the Eiffel Tower. That's because the mayor of Paris says she likes them so much, she wants to keep them up there permanently, and even got permission from the International Olympic Committee to do so. But not everyone agrees. Some reckon it'd turn the Eiffel Tower into a big billboard for the Olympics, and that it's not a good look for the iconic French monument. Well, that's all from us today. We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah. Bye.